spot. I was watching a movie to. I woke up pretty miserable. And then you know what it is? It's not waking up miserable, it's the things you do when you wake up. So it's difficult. I need to just be able to train myself to, like, I had to revamp my morning ritual because I changed my altar. It's probably like one of the things that has been coming up to me that has been an issue for me because I used to have a spot for my altar and then I put a desk there so I can work there. But now when I feel like, not working and just like connecting with myself, I just feel like the altar is just not even as powerful as it used to be. Maybe I need to rebuild it. I think so. I might. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video about why you should love yourself and why you should forgive. Because I won't even say I've been going through this thing, but exes always find their way back, trying to squeeze their way into your shit. And it's so interesting to me when they do that because it's like all this time has passed, right? And you could say that you miss me or you want me or whatever you comes out of your rotten mouth, but how much has really changed? Like how, like, is this, are you different? And I don't mean different, but like evolved since the last time that we communicated. Like, will it be the same nonsense? It probably will be. It most likely is. And it's so upsetting because so much time, and for me, time is such a relative thing because for me, like, a month is a long time. A month is a very long time. And you can go through so much in a month, and you can learn so much about yourself and about this world in a month. In a day, you can. So, all this time goes by and you're still saying and doing and are the same, on the same frequency of the same energy that you had before. That's kind of scary. That's really kind of scary how the things that you want don't really change and stuff. But that's also too I think one of my problems is that the things that I want evolve so frequently. It's kind of hard to hold on to it sometimes, but some people could say that's an issue. I don't think so. But I wrote this down the other day, which I'm glad I did because genuinely, I said why you should love yourself, and I wrote down 3 things. I said individuality, authenticity, and perfectionism is deadly. Individuality. You are literally the only being that will ever be like you, ever, in this world. Because you have to take it into account. And it's, if people say that and people think it's like super cliche, but it's not. Like, you have to really take into account the time that you were born. And I mean, like, I don't even mean like the time of day. I mean like the era, the generation, the time that you were born and what time were you born. The day you were born is not as unique to you. Other people can have your birthday. A lot of people won't be born at the same time as you. They won't have the same, energy as you. They don't come from the same parents. They don't, the environment that you grew up in has you experiencing and perceiving the world differently. The way that you look is unique to you. Even if you notice, you look at both your parents and you are a mixture of both your parents. Your children will be a mixture of both their parents. So it's never going to be a secondary you. Even if you have a twin, you will never be identical. never look like anybody else. You'll never be anybody else. You don't think like anybody else. That's why your dream and your vision is important, because other people can have the same dream as you, but it won't even look the same. It won't even look the same. There's nothing identical about anything in this world. Nothing. Snowflakes are different. And we learned that from a very young age, that even snowflakes are unique to... There's no two snowflakes that are the same. There's no two people that are the same. No one will ever think and be like you. And that is magic in itself. That is divine magic in itself. That there are so many creatures of this planet, so many things, beings, and energies of this planet, not even human beings, but all the other things that are living and that are dead, that have their own energy vibrating at their own level, and being authentic in that is important to be who you are. No matter what happens, no matter what is going on around you, you have to be who you are. You have to always be honest. That's one important thing. One thing I probably talk about a lot to people is just being honest. Like, if you feel unhappy, just say, I'm unhappy. Say, I woke up unhappy as fuck. I was miserable as fuck. I sat in my chair after I did my hair and my makeup, and I cursed people out, and I talked to my best friend, and I'm just like, I sat there, meditated for like 5 minutes because I couldn't even, my brain was just on fire. But I tried, you know, and I did, you know, and I am well aware, and that's most important too, is to be aware of where you are and who you are in your moments. The only person that's going to hold you accountable is yourself, because you have to look at yourself in the mirror every day. You have to. And that's one of the reasons too why, you know, sometimes believing in what you believe in is nobody's concern but your own, what you believe in. At the end of the day, you have to be able to sleep at night. You have to. If you lived your whole day and you just looked back at the day and you say, like, I don't even understand why I did what I did. I don't know who I am at this point. That's gonna keep you up. You're not gonna be able to have a restful sleep. And that's one of my issues too, is that knowing the truth of this world, it makes you feel like it makes you understand how a lot of this stuff does not matter. All these things that I have, it doesn't matter. When I die, and that's inevitable. We are all going to die. We are all going to die. And there's nothing you can do about it at all. And so you try to live your life to the fullest, and you do this and you do that, and you just, you know, and it works. Society told you what to do, and you do it, and it works. But, you know, there's so many things that go into this life. But then again, you know, it's hard for me to use my story to relate to other people, because I don't feel like I am from this planet. It's true. And I'm not from this planet. A lot of things that people care about, and a lot of things that people, oh, thank God you can't see. A lot of things that people fight for and care about really doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. But I live. And then the last thing I said was perfectionism is deadly, and this is true. I was watching Burnt. I like that movie a lot. I watch that movie a lot. I love that movie. I feel like, sometimes I watch it and I be like, this acting sucks. Like, is it Ryan Gosling that's in it, or one of them white boys that's in it? I don't care for them. A lot of times they get those roles because in their name, they're white boys with blue eyes. You know, you need that not even token white boy, you need that white boy, the standard. Leonardo DiCaprio ain't playing with y'all no more, so you have to pick somebody else. Like, so I like that movie because, and they didn't really develop the story that well. They had him, I'm not doing a movie review, watch it if you want, it's on Netflix. But I watched a movie and it's about a chef, and his fight for perfectionism literally was killing him. He had a substance addiction, which killed his reputation. And so when he came back around, he, you know, tried to open another restaurant, or he opened another restaurant, and he was, you know, trying to be perfect, things like that. And it's like, I was watching it, and he's just like, you know, if the scallop is not perfect, don't send it out. Just throw it out and do it again. And I'm like, could you imagine like having this in your mind, looking at something so intensely, making sure that everything is so perfect to the point where it drives you insane. Like think about it in a way where you take a selfie. Like you take a selfie and you look at the selfie and you're just like, what's wrong with this selfie? Like literally, like you're not saying it out loud, but in your brain you're just like, what's wrong with this selfie? Oh, my nose is so big. Oh, this is me. That's why they bought me can help it. Oh, my nose is so big. Maybe I should smile. I don't want to smile. I don't feel like smiling. It sounds so fake. Ugh, my hair. Oh my god. I look so tired. What the hell? Oh, take another one. Alright, kill the dream. Looking for something to be so perfect in this. In what world is anything ever perfect? In what world? And it's funny because when you think about it, everything is perfect in the sense that it is what it is. Like there is no other way that the selfie is going to be any different. I'm going to take another selfie, a different angle. I'm still going to have the same face. Like this, it's not like you are perfect within the flaws that you have, and those that even those terminologies, like saying a flaw is like, why is that even a flaw? You know, like what makes that a flaw? Like what are you comparing that to? You're comparing to something. There is no such thing as flaw. There's no such thing as perfection. Like everything is what it is, and that's it. Like one way that I like to ground myself is to be able to remember that animals live as they are. They don't look for mirrors. You know, they eat. They eat when they're hungry. They go about their business and all this and whatever, you know, each one of them do. They fly, they crawl, they look for shelter, they feed their baby pigeons, I don't know. But they do what they are called to do in the moment that they're called to do it. They sleep, they wake up, they do it again, and there is no issue. And that's how people should live. Like we have this free will. You know, we are created thinking about this human this humanness that we have, and we are animals too, but we are a different type of animal, and we've created this society. We have this free will, and we are created in the image of God, as they say. You know, like this is what God wanted to create it for us in this realm, in this time. Same way that same the way that God wanted to create an animal, the way that they are created. So, you know, you have to remember that. And we have this free will to decide. And that's one thing too that kind of kills the joy of life, is having to always decide. Like, an animal's not going to have to decide to eat or not, you know? If it's there, it is going to be eaten. If it wants to get done, it will get done. No, you know, and it's difficult to think about that too. Watching Bird Box too, another one, where was it Bird Box? Did I learn that lesson from? No, it was something else. What was it? Shit, I can't remember. But what I learned was that you're gonna have to make a decision. Black Mirror, the new Black Mirror on Netflix, the interactive one. I hated it and I loved it. Like, I don't like the fact that our technology has advanced so much that we can actually like be interactive with movies. I hate that, and it scares the shit out of me. But what I learned from it was that no matter what you do, there's going to be a choice that you have to make, and no matter which choice you make, there's going to be, I wouldn't say consequences, but there's going to be something that comes behind it. You're going to have to deal with something that comes behind every choice you make. So it doesn't matter what choice you make. You choose the best choice. Choose the best one that you can. You're at a fork in the road. You're always going to be at a fork in the road. You choose a road, a path, and then it's another fork. And then you choose one path, and there's another fork. You're going to always have to choose, and you're going to always have to decide what's best for you, what's best for the collective. And I mean the collective of the people who are surrounding you. And ultimately, if you have that much power, the collective, the people that surrounds that, you know what I mean? So But for every choice that you make, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something behind it. And so there's no right or wrong. You know, it's just, you literally just have to live good. Try to make the best decision that you could possibly make at the capacity of your mentality. I wouldn't say capacity, intelligence that you have, you know, the understanding that you have about things. And at a certain point, you know, you're going to be held accountable for the shit that you choose. And again, it loops back around. So you have to look to yourself in the mirror after the decision that you made. And if you can't sleep at night for the decision that you made, there needs to be some serious reevaluation. It really do. It really does. I go to sleep at night. Every night. And whether I wake up super amped or super low, it's up to the energy of the day that I wake up to. And I ride it and I enjoy it for what it is. And I accept it. And keep going, and you just keep pulling yourself up and through. That's all you have to do in this life, is keep making decisions, keep pulling yourself up and through, and keep learning about yourself and about this world. There's a lot to learn about this world, and there's a lot of truth that is hidden and that is there for you to learn if you open a book and you open your mind, you know. But you know, I just had to say that this could be a nice little area. That's like mine, so I don't forget things. I have my painting behind me. I love her. She's so cute. It is 2:13 on Thursday, January 10th. I think today is my friend Caitlin's birthday. I should text her. And work. Let's keep working. That's it. I'll make another video later. I like this spot.